Alright, hello everybody, welcome to VR Master League Channel 2 on this Friday Eve. North American match here in the Diamond Division. We have GIIX versus GIIX about to take place. I'm Palidore, and I'm excited to get at least one match in here tonight. Meanwhile, over on Channel 1, I think we have a master match going on at the moment between Ignite and Oceans. So, wherever you are, whoever you are, thanks for joining us here on VRML. It's up to Mr. Cam in the Twitch chat. So, GIIX coming in. Diamond Division so far, so good. This is going to be their toughest challenge yet. They're 5-0 on the season. Coming up against Ace. Many people are looking at right up there as one of those teams potentially bound for Master, of course, full of players who have been in Master quite a bit. Meanwhile, this GIIX team, full of comparatively newer players. Obviously not literally new, but you're talking on Ace, you're talking about players who've been there basically the entire last 5 years, 4 to 5 years now of Echo Arena. So GIIX in comparison, you know, they have a lot of experience they're going to be contending against, and seeing how they can perform here would be very interesting to watch. For Ace thus far, they've got a 4-1 record. Their lone loss coming against the Bite of 87 back on the 2nd. Casted that match on VRML 1. Definitely an exciting one. And that's it. All right, here we go. First round about to start. So thank you everyone for joining, and let's get to it, shall we? GIIX over on the orange team, Ace over on blue. And away we go on the first round. Alright, launching off now, and both teams missing the disc there initially, as it will be Rock's Titan dribbling it to himself, passing it on over to Saluna. And that gets it done for. What a quick score. Right off the joust. Wow. Crafty was Rocks, and just look at that. Efficient. And the goal left open there, but fortunately for GIIX, just a 2-point shot, but that was a beautiful rollout from Ace. So let's see what GIIX opts for here in their first joust. Offensively, that is. Like trying to play it a bit slow here against the double stack coming in from Ace. That double stack now flying past, and they actually do get the disc off, but nice patience here from Larry, not too worried and not in a rush, just dodging that initial stack. As they'll throw out a few fakes. Larry right down below was a goal nearly open, actually, but that was covered off at the end of it. Saluna stunning out Giggity Gal there, the captain for GIIX. Meanwhile, Rosie Hope trying to make something happen, although it does take a bad bounce right into Larry's arms, and Larry sends it right back to the interception, it would seem. Back to Rox. Rox getting stunned, and a good read there to Saluna. Saluna on the cross. Oh, great stun coming in from King. Able to dislodge Dash there, who otherwise would have had maybe a guarantee on the goal. Great defense. I like what I'm seeing here from GIIX. Now looking rather poised, but Saluna making some noise in the goal. As she do. Saluna 22. And the first two, in fact, going Saluna's way. From the ceiling, tough spot to contend with if you have no other inverted players up there with him. So Giggity Gal again trying to get it downfield. That double stack, really a dangerous situation there. Have to be careful for GIIX. Dash able to grab the disc and lobs it over to the trench just beyond the reach. So will be GIIX with a recovery. They have a deep pass there. They have a potential 2-on-2. King trying to jump and tap pass beautifully to Larry. Oh, couldn't get it in. Trying to get that pocket. That was a nice attempt from GIIX. They're going to have another attempt here, perhaps. King trying to wrangle that disc, and off the wall it goes. Rocks tightened the brawls, and along with Saluna, now down the field they go. One stack for each, and nearly made the goal. Larry clears that out. Rocks, though, the interception. A quick fake. Couldn't make it. Bounces off the boot. Now Harns trying to secure and send it down. Players splitting off on the stacks there, and King trying to contest bottom floor. Meanwhile, Rox gets there quickly. You see that double stack really paying dividends, as a 3 will divide it all up. inside the middle of the goal. It's 7 points to 0. Saluna, all 7 of them, in fact. Maybe some early stream jitters potentially for the side of G2X. Can't say for sure. I do know I'm impressed with what I've seen from them thus far, you know, both offensively and defense. It's just once they got towards that bubbles where they got dislodged a couple times, but their defense has actually been pretty slick. They just haven't been able to get the pickup inside the bubble is the problem. Now let's see if they can change things here. All it takes is one to break that ice, and they'll be in fine position, but getting stuck out there was Harns by 3 different players all piling up. So Ace down the floor, and Rockside lining it up. Deep pass over to Rosie. And Rosie now trying to wait for the positions to form for their team. Rox Titan there from the bow tie. Now Rox sends it right below. Dash and Saluna potentially on the cuts. Rox now joining the party. Everyone now clumping up inside that goalpost. And in between the goalposts. Everyone stunning each other now. A lot of patience coming in from Ace, though, not in a particular hurry. As Saluna gets the reset. Saluna on the pass. That was some great defense. Still got the shot off Rosie, that is, but defense was all over. Just couldn't actually get a grab on the disc at first. Like I said, G2X have been playing pretty well defensively. They just need some points is all. A little bit quicker to the stacks there and quicker to the recovery was Ace, but intercept mid-line. 2 defenders there, so maybe a little miscommunication from Ace, but likewise for G2X because they just got overtaken, and now the shot, maybe no, it's going to be picked by, well, Rox apparently, who just knocks it off King. King definitely saying, knock it off, Rox. Don't like getting stunned. To the other side of the floor, it's Rosie. Rosie and Rox now all up in a row. And the first non-Saluna goal going in from Rosie to make it 9. Halfway through this first round. Also, it's up to Minty. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. Or about to, I suppose. Definitely will be over in Beer League after this. That said, Saluna is going to be sending it down with 2 players all stacked up. And again, we've seen it. The speed has just been killer. And even when one stack for Ace doesn't work, the other one is still there somewhere. Able to get to where they need to be. 11 points. G2X still need that one. 4 minutes in. Again, they're going up against players who have been here essentially the full 4.5, 5 years of Echo Arena. You know, Dash, Rox, Saluna, Rosie. This is one of those just, you know, forever teams, I suppose. And they're going to score again. Rox Titan, that is, gets the goal, and that's Rox's first now. So while you look at teams like G2X who have these players who are supremely talented to the tune of 5 wins in a row, they're 5-0 in fact in Season 5 thus far. So as I said going into this would definitely be their toughest match so far, and that's always going to be the case. The more, the bigger that your win streak, the tougher and tougher your competition, obviously, because your MMR just keeps kicking up. So make no mistake, G2X isn't here by mistake against this team. But they definitely have their hands full. As a handful of the disc, Rosie Hope trying to send a pass right up, but missed on Saluna. King, a quick clear, flinging it out. Giggity Gao now off the tunnel. There's a Stacks. This is their chance, but overshot the disc, unfortunately. Now Rosie on a pass attempt, maybe just a clear. And that gets all the way down midline, where Giggity gets it first. And right, oh, Rockside, just in the perfect spot. Look at that. A few windmills. Oh, what a stop, though. Giggity Gal, as well as Harns, doing some great harm on Rox. But getting it back was Ace, and Dash resetting it to Rosie. Now Rosie putting on some brakes as well, and just squeezes a pass by the station as the tickle fight. Tickle. Back to Rox now. Rox the dash. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I love it. The extra pass. Could have shot it. Saw the teammate and opted for it instead. King did get the mitts around it, looks like, and wasn't happy. Kind of threw the arms up in the air, and indeed one of those cases where I wouldn't be either. Well, I wouldn't be happy, that is. But you know, dunk meta is real. Dash definitely familiar with said meta, whether he's assisting it or just doing it. That said, 15 points on the score sheet, and G2X now on this approach. There's the pass and the finish. Nicely done to get them their first goal on the board. Now, minute 30 left. It's going to be tough, obviously, you know, for them in this round, but there's still a lot of positives to build on for G2X here. Just need to clean up a little bit of the offense, but defense, I really liked what I saw. Even offensively, like on their launches, their joust. Here's a turnover, so hold on. Oh, the three! Makes the most out of that. You see. All you need to do is break that ice. That first score is often the toughest one. Once you do, the going gets good. It gets better. But yeah, as I was saying, even on their offensive joust, for instance, there was nothing too rushed coming in from G2X. They were nice and patient with it. They were accurate, but it was just on this side of the floor. So you can see, though, a tangible shift in momentum. Granted, the round is still going to go here to ace in the first. Pretty comfortably so, but yeah, you can see a little bit of that change of pace. You know, the light, the flicker in the eyes of G2X. Getting their first few goals on the board. Quick duck attempt there. Harns, though, getting stunned. Rox diving out when Harns had looked back for maybe a check on the defense. But Rox definitely taking full advantage of it. Meanwhile, King with the disc advantage. That's going to careen sideways as the stacks meet each other at the wall. That'll be cleared now towards the opposite trap where it's picked off and shot out, and definitely down it goes for Saluna. Had those first 7 points, I believe. Maybe 9 points even. In a couple of goals from her teammates. And then finishing it off with one more. There you go. First round going to ace. So I do wonder too, if or how G2X might want to re-strategize here. If they'll even opt for that mid-round timeout. Of course, up to 5 minutes once the round ends. Maybe discuss things over. Maybe not. The thing is, I wouldn't even say they have to necessarily, because I do feel like once they got that first goal, you saw in the last minute or two of round one, they started getting the disc a little bit more. They were causing a couple turnovers. They were getting attempts at the goal. So, you know, they might have some rhythm going to round two. Maybe they don't want to sit it out too much. I think for ace, they executed everything the way they wanted to, pretty much. They got all the open goals they wanted. Most of their passes were right on the mark, and those stacks were just devastating. And again, even when they had one stack broken up, it really didn't matter because the second one was just right on point. And when your stacks are that good, you know, it affords you a lot of opportunities to be extra aggressive, to leave that goal open, just having the faith in your stack's ability to not get stunned, to get your regrabs going, and kind of lean on each other. Teammates, after all. It's what you do. So round two, that's what we do here on Channel 2. Let's see what it provides. Shall we? All right, first joust nearly grabbed there by G2X, but sailing in, it's Rosie with the disc. Rosie lining up a pass right down below, and Rox Titan with some authority. Stamps it in the bottom pocket. 2 points. That was just about as quick of a start as they got to in round one. Round one's joust, maybe a little bit longer, but you can see they are quick to react and punish. Ace good, that is correct. That they are. And again, G2X is as well. You know, they did not get it going in round one as much as they would have liked, but this is their 6th game. I mean, they're 5-0 thus far. So, you know, that win streak certainly at a threat of ending here tonight. But it all depends on what they do in round two. If they can just find a few early goals, I think is a big part of, you know, what's going to happen in terms of their success or failures in round two. But you definitely don't want to see a case where they go scoreless for those opening, you know, 2, 3, 4 minutes and get off to that bad rhythm. But there you go. It's Harns losing the handles quickly and trying to let it loose to Giggity on the barrier. And a little disjointed on some of the rhythm again, so maybe a sign of concern. A lot of drop disc there for G2X will eventually result in a turnover and a very gentle lay-in as Saluna celebrates, and Rosie just as well, cheering on the clutch goal from Saluna. Yeah, maybe I caster's cursed it a little bit. I'm not sure. Not sure. As I said, G2X was looking better in the end of round 1, and they were, but then to start off round 2, there were a lot of kind of fumbled discs on the wall and dropped passes and things like that, and with that, Rosie kind of going YMCA almost on the approach, going up, going down, doing some jumping jacks, and then found the direct center goal. A timeout here, very smart from G2X. They certainly could use it to discuss, kind of negotiate around the whole game plan here. Because not the start they wanted. 2 minutes in, 3 goals, but only down 6. That's the silver lining you have to take if you're G2X. But meanwhile, on the other side of the floor, doing quite well for themselves are Ace. Is Ace? Our Ace? Is our Ace? Grammar. Rocks, though, 4 points, 3 assists thus far. In fact, a lineup of 3 assists for 3 out of the 4 players. Now, Saluna able to complete 12 points out of their, what? 20 total so far? 22. So, you know, basically this team, again, I mentioned towards the beginning, they're expected to be one of those contesting for that master slot and making their way there, mainly because these are all, I mean, going back to the last few seasons. Well, all seasons. These are players who are all at that level already. And there are a few teams like that, kind of across the league, both in Europe and North America, where there's these teams who were not part of the qualifier cups, the master tier qualifiers. But, you know, they still formed for Season 5, competing in the Diamond Division to great success and really causing a racket down in those divisions and you know, in the Challenger Cup impending, obviously, in this next couple weeks. Week 4 starts next week, then a break week after that. Elite Cup, Challenger Cups. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to look forward to. So G2X, this is kind of their, I would say, big first taste of Master Tier in that sense. Even though this is a Diamond Division match, this honestly is a Master Tier test for them. And, you know, thus far, defensively, again, I'm still impressed. It's the offense which has been a little bit shaky, but I don't blame him either because the defense here from Ace is pretty killer in its own right. There it is in itself, but they'll still get a goal. What a fortuitous bounce it took. Not really bounce so much as the disc getting knocked loose off of a stun, but hey, in the perfect spot, you couldn't ask for anything better. And the goal going their way. King secures it. So there you go. It is definitely not over there. See Cam saying rip win streak, and yeah, tough match, but it's not over. Okay, there's their first goal in round 1. It took about 8 minutes, I believe, for G2X to get their first goal. Now they've got it here only a few minutes in. So it could still be signs of life. You never know. You never know. Ace had a match a few days ago on Channel 1 where they were, what was it, against Lightbulb, I think, right? Where they were well in control and killed it in round 1, and then round 2 came along, and it went into overtime. Although Ace did win that match, it's just a testament to you can never rest easy on these Diamond teams. They will come to get you if you let them, and that applies for G2X as much as anyone. So, Ace here trying to be patient with their moves up the floor. They do find Saluna, and Saluna finds that backboard. Quick couple of jukes, and as is the case whenever you're in the backboard, if you get that pass without the defense already being on you, the defense is pretty much at your mercy. It's so difficult to defend that backboard once the disc is there with a player. But that said, 8 points for the Ace players as he once again pretty patient poised launch from G2X. Something I do like to see. There's that double stack coming in. Now see, at that point, because the double stacks were committing so hard to this side of the floor, at that point, definitely needed, I think, for G2X to have had somebody on the opposite lane on the clear. If they had gotten one person way deep, there is a decent chance that could have resulted in an open 3 if the pass was fast enough. But yeah, those double stacks have been really committing for Ace on those launches, and so far to great success. They have not been punished for it because they've been able to maintain those stacks so much and so often. Good grab though, steal from Harns, but likewise right back at them, Rocks. Showing those very nice hands. I don't even know what that means. But will be Saluna with a stun and a handoff to Rosie. And Dash, trying to ender it. Rosie in the right space. So, one successful defensive stand for G2X, but they've got to do it again. And the Ace players, they're just keeping mobile, as you can see, trying to keep the defense honest. It's what you have to do. The moment you get too stationary as an offensive team, it's kaput, as Saluna does put it in the goal left or right pocket, leaving nothing to chance. 10-2. So yeah, well done from Ace players, because again, keeping that constant motion is a very good thing against an otherwise strong defense. You never want to just get those mindsets where you're like, okay, I can just kind of sit here. I'll wait for my QB to do all the work. Oh my goodness, what a shot! They right past the fingertips from Rocks. Unbelievable. He makes those. It's 13-2. And now Ace certainly back in their groove here in this round. Unfortunately for G2X, 3:45 remaining. And although they were able to score about 2-3 minutes into the second round, they've once again been locked down for a while as that nearly goes in itself. A great look, a great attempt as Harns recovers. Harns sends it right down to the bottom of the floor. Giggity gal, one more pass, and I love it. Oh, they lose the disc there. It gets saved, stopped, and again Dash right into the center of mass. And Dash, one of the best goalies of Echo's history from the very, very beginning. Showing his stuff. With his stuff, I should say. So defense, providing more offense for Ace. And firing off to Dash on the pass. One to the barrier, or actually to the bow tie, make that. As Rosie now takes it up. Sends it over. Some aggressive defense being played. Dash the open man, and Dash doing what he can to find Rock's tight 10, and then Rosie right around the goal, but hands up. It's Giggity Gal. Arresting that disc and seeing if they can lay it to rest on the opposite side. Unfortunately, they'll lose it back to Rocks. Now Rocks going up high. Saluna from the shoulder turns it over to the goal, that is. And 15 points for Ace. Very well weaved on these passes. Phenom complimenting that in there. And 2 minutes left, and indeed it's going to be a runaway train in the second round now for the Ace players. But G2X just trying to contend and maybe get some more. Could it be? Oh man! Nearly a goal. I thought that was in. So did Larry, I think. That's just one of those nights here for G2X where even the things where it looks like it should work just have not been. You know, whether it's because of that ding, whether it's because of Dash defending. The offense not able to get too far into the bubble. Now, Giggity Gal with a bounce pass would have been nice to Larry. Unfortunately, the stack was there to clear it out with some stuns. And a deep fling again, nearly in, rebounded, walked in by Dash. Almost a dolphin dive there from Dash, in fact, as it will be 17 solid points. Last minute of action. This point, just playing to perhaps avoid a potential mercy here as G2X launches and sends it to Larry. Now another pass strung along that midline and almost down the floor. Now see, that's what I was saying, G2X, maybe something they could have prioritized a little bit earlier as well. Just noting how aggressive the double stacks have been for Ace. There were definitely opportunities earlier on in this match across these rounds where, you know, those double stacks were out so far in orange. If they had sent just one player through and gotten that deep pass or clear or something else, you know, it could have gotten them maybe some more chances at those open goals, because we've definitely seen those chances. Just that said, and then, another pocket and 19 points. Strong 2 rounds for Ace. They are going to take this away now and improve their record to 5-1. Meanwhile, on the opposite end, for G2X, same thing actually. This will be their first loss of the season in their biggest challenge yet, and they will also go to 5-1 on the season. Now, a headbutt joust will result in a turnover into a ding 3. Time expires, and game is done. A forceful victory from the Ace crew in 2. So we'll go over to the score screen, again courtesy of IgniteVR.gg on the stats, those Ignite metrics we love so much. And yeah, dominant Ace. They had all the aces up their sleeve here tonight with all those points, all those assists. I mean, every stat you could possibly want. It's filled. Dash with 2 points, 3 saves, some really nice head-on ones there in the goal in the second round, and it was kind of that backline player, the reset player. Hence, no assists there, but not for lack of trying, just part of the system. Dash really manning that backfield and allowing the offensive trio of Saluna, Rox, and Rosie to just cause so much damage. I mean, look at those points and assists. That is a team with high chemistry and really great disc movement. 3 assists, 5 assists, and 6 assists for Rosie, Rox, and Saluna respectively. And of course, Saluna leading the charge in terms of offense with a 16. So huge games all around from them. Rosie 10 points, Rox with 7. On the G2X side, Giggity Gal with 3 points, 1 save, 15 stuns. King with 2 and 2 in points and saves. Harns, same thing, 2 and 2 points and saves. And then Larry Lulls with an assist, a save, and 31 stuns, which is the most in that category across both teams. And yeah, G2X, they will eat their first loss of the season, but still a lot of promise ahead. They just went head-to-head against a team of 5-year veterans. Like, I knew all these players when I first started playing Echo in 2017. 2017. Rox might have, I think Rox was still early, right? Might have been 2018. But either way, still an OG by all considerations. In any case, that will do it for this one. Also, what's up to Defocus, by the by? Good to see you. Although you caught me at the tail end of my only cast for the night. But hope things are going well. Ninja Zero in there. Should a 4-man Joker train? Yeah, probably. There's a roster to do it against. It would be this one. And Wombo Combo, what up as well? But anyway, that will do it for me. So everyone at home, have a good evening. And a good weekend. Be happy, be healthy, be safe, and be great to each other. Gonna see you again real soon. VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, Border Foods, VR Cover, ProTube VR, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net.